There's this one little thing that you could change in your crypto investment that will help you to make a lot more money. And I applied it to myself and transform a capital of 1,000 into $1,400 in just 2 weeks. So imagine in 1 month, what could it be? But to understand this, we have to get back in the 90s and because of this guy. By the way, welcome on Hands of Finance, where we study what's happening on chain because the blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transactions, who made money, who lost money, for others made money, and make even more money. But acting in group is following the smart money. That's even better. And that's why don't forget to pour down your little matcha and let's get to it. This guy is Sir Francis Galton. And in 1906, he was quite bored and went to a fair, but couldn't find any ladies at his taste. So he decided to start a game where he put a big ox on stage and asked the 800 farmers at the fair to guess the weight of the ox. And at the end, what everyone guessed, if you took the median, was 1207. So which was super close to the actual weight. And you will understand how it connects to crypto. Of course, if they had used kilogram instead of pound, which is this archaic imperial way, they would have guessed it right. But this is not the only thing. Something happened in 1927 in Belgium that will be even more important for your investment. And if you apply it, I don't see how you can't make money. It would have to come from your own willpower to be like, I don't like money. And if you don't, then it's perfect. You should leave this video. Because this thing is actually called the crowd wisdom. The crowd is generally right. But what happens is if you take one individual, it might be completely wrong, not so good, or like in the middle. You can't know. But the crowd wisdom will make that most of the dots will circle around the round thing. And that's where you start to understand that investing alone versus investing in group can be more profitable. However, it depends how you do it. And this is where you can get some kind of mistakes. I stole this graph from him, which is a true genius about YouTube and understanding how you can attract attention, but also converting attention. So even if you like crypto, understanding the rules of attention is what drives the market. So if you understand this, you will get a better understanding. Wono did an experiment, and if the crowd could guess which YouTube video will work the best, and you can see that, okay, the top voters managed to get it pretty much right. So if you were the right one, okay. But the average voter, not so much. However, the crowd wisdom was always the best. So the crowd can decide which coin will be the best as well. That's what I think, and that's what we have been doing it so far. But still, we have some stuff we have to be careful of. And that's where Case Jill can help us. You remember this guy? Pretty handsome man who went with his cat t-shirt talking about GameStop and sharing his investment strategy on it. But this guy had one thing particular, is that he nailed down the knowledge about one type of stocks and then one type of things that can happen on those stocks. And this is how he managed to find a gem. Most of the people on YouTube, they subscribe to Handsome Finance, then to another channel, and then to another channel. They're farming a bit of airdrop there, then following when something is happening there, then following when something is happening at the back and I forgot to turn on my light on the side. And they can't perfect the knowledge. However, if you dedicate your knowledge to either one narrative or one type of analysis, this is where you can become a lot better. And then when a lot of people gather together, we can get another effect because the crowd will move the market. We are in an attention economy. And if you're trading today or investing, thinking about tons of different metrics, but not measuring attention, you're doing something wrong. And that's why I love to do on-chain analysis, because when I do on-chain analysis, I'm checking what's happening on chain, what kind of wallets are investing, what is their profit. This is a measure of the attention someone would give to a project. And for example, Dogecoin was like that, with a crowd that grew on Reddit with 2.5 million followers. However, one thing where the crowd is super powerful is to learn from other people's mistakes. This is something core to human nature. When we used to hunt together, you remember? With the boys going and burning villages as well, you had to share the knowledge. And if you got rugged, if you got into a scam, you should watch this video that will help you to avoid some of the scams. But if you were in group, 3 people went into one different scam each. Well, when they gathered together, they know how to recognize the scam. And like this, you triple your experience without having a cost. But it's not as big as what happened in Belgium in 1927. This is where I wanted to take you guys. This is the most important thing. And I'm not even doing some dating analogy yet, because the topic of today is beyond what we could say about dating. In 1927, in Solvay, a small town probably in Belgium, a bunch of lads that gathered to talk about the newly formulated quantum theory. But those guys were not nobody. You had Albert Einstein, Niels Bohr, all the crew was here. Look at that, the beautiful picture. And this is where most of the advancement that we know today happened, because those guys gathered one day. It's crazy when you think about it, that at some point in humanity, we invented electricity. Actually, not invented, found electricity, or how to use it. And then someone invented the semiconductors. Fast forward, we managed to create those get-laid machine that can help you swipe left or right and find your future partner. Actually, it's a pretty bad way to do it, but some people will also consume some dirty videos on that, and it makes me don't want to touch it because I know the content in this device. But what is most important is that after all that, this is how we had the blockchain. And even more important than that, this is how the meme coins were created. This is what we were able to use to make money and make plus 40% with our meme investment funds in just 2 weeks again. With different bets, some did 10x, some went to the gutter, but that's how it works. Now, I hope that you understand, with the wisdom of crowd, you are able to find a lot better findings, and it's proven for a beef in a fair. It's proven for YouTube video ideas. It's proven for physics. It's proven for everything. And that's how you should try to surround yourself with the best investors to be able to find the best opportunities. This is why we created our own circle, the Investors Boardroom, which is amazing for that, because we have actually all those channels where we talk about our own chain analysis. We have the calls, we have different narratives, so everyone have to specialize into one narrative to be able to talk about it. And of course, we talk about our meme coins, what we create and what's happening behind. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you everything because some of the work is not mine, but the work from the community. And I respect them and don't want to give it away for free because this is really high valuable alpha. And even we have our own Solvay 1927, where we create the tools that help us to analyze the market and the wallets and find the best one to follow at another scale. I can't even share everything because it's not out for the public yet, but the findings and what we are doing is amazing. So if you are really skilled developers and want to work on this, I really invite you to contact me, because we have a kind of scholarship program where you can get in and start to build together with the best. And if you want to copy trading my wallets, I mean the one we manage in the Investors Boardroom, the meme trading fund, well, the Investors Boardroom will probably be a good place for you if you're tired to trade alone. But otherwise, just find a group of friends, honestly, and start to do it together. And maybe one day you will feel like, okay, now I want to be able to join and discuss everything live, have all that, because what we built here is bigger than myself. It's bigger than I thought. And the level of information in it is just above and beyond. I have never watched another YouTube video since I am in the boardroom. I have never read almost another newsletter since I am in the boardroom, because the level of information that we have is way higher. I mean, this is not my words. This is what people told me that are in it. And this is also my own opinion. But if you want to understand, maybe the best is to join it and try it. And of course, you have to remember one thing. Stay handsome. Ciao.